So, John, it's great to have you on our Manufacturers Hub's first podcast.
Thanks, Gary.
We'll kick things off with your story. So, what's the background with Smart Tools UK, and what really inspired you to start supplying cutting tools?
The inspiration was basically we were thrown into it about 25 years ago. Didn't have a lot of choice, really. I fell ill, and my wife said to me, what are we going to do? And I was working for a big national company, and my client base was basically saying, if you start up, we'll support you. And I said I wasn't interested. And they kept saying, if you start up, we'll support you. And eventually they ground me down, and we started the company, unfortunately.
Wow.
And to be honest with you, we've got a great customer base. They've supported us, and you know, it's been a roller coaster over the years, but I would say we've got one of the best customer bases we could wish for, to be fair. And we've had some great support from them as well.
Excellent. Brilliant. So you were the very first business, weren't you, to join Manufacturers Hub back in September 2024.
Yeah.
You know, what motivated you to get involved so early, and how was being a part of Manufacturers Hub supported your business?
I thought it was a great concept, to be fair, where A, it was a local business, and B, we tend to support people we like. To be honest with you, we like the idea of it, and in all honesty, we thought when we looked at the concept of it, we could see it was moving forward, and we could see that in future we look at things in a longer frame, so we could see the way it was going to grow, that it would spread out and benefit more companies. So we thought Manufacturers Hub would be probably beneficial. Pricing was really good. You can't fault the pricing, to be fair. We saw a lot of competitors out there that were ringing us up and wanting to charge horrendous amounts of money for the advertising, and to be honest with you, can I say the price?
Yeah, go for it.
£50. I mean, it's a no-brainer, to be fair. Are you crazy? Maybe, but to be honest with you, while you're doing it for £50, why not?
Yeah.
That's why I recommend you to people. So I can't say fairer than that, to be fair.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. We are right, mad and crazy for doing it for 50 quid, but you know, there's always the idea.
But you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
you know, we wanted to make it affordable for every company as well. So people who were struggling at the time as we started it up, and still struggling now, was 50 quid at the end of the day.
yeah.
And even if they decide that £50 is still too much, they can still go for the free one.
It's a tough market, but if I've already had leads from it, for £50, having just one lead from £50 is nothing, to be fair. So to be honest with you, it's a bargain. So
Yeah.
I would recommend it. So without
What
that.
makes us different as well is just still looking at volume as well, aren't we? So the more businesses on it, makes it worth the £50 to be able to run the platform.
And your manufacturing experts, the people that want to charge big numbers, some of them haven't a clue about machining, to be fair. So that makes the difference as well.
Yeah, big time. So manufacturing, over the time I've known you, my days, it's changed significantly, innit? When you look at the machinery and everything else.
Vastly, yes.
So particularly the technology that's used, seeing all this 3D printing and how that's come on, I'm sure there's a lot of people that saw the first 3D printing and thought this ain't going to go nowhere, but to where it is now. You know, from your position in the tooling supply chain, how have you seen manufacturers needing to shift, and how are you adapting to meet those needs?
Well, we've adopted 2 manufacturing technologies. We have 2 additive manufacturing machines. We have the resin printing, and we also have Mark Forged X07 large capacity 3D printer, which also does the carbon fibre printing. We took that technology on as well. For a tooling company, it's probably a little bit far out, but it can print fixtures for the clients. They can also log on if they want to. We haven't actually told our customers we do it at the moment because we're still playing around with it, and we're actually using it for our own purposes at the moment, which we'll explain to you a little bit later about that for our dispensing systems.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that technology at the moment, but additive printing, yeah, you can print fixtures with it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're good enough and you can do the CAD/CAM and you can print that fixture overnight, and it's there in the morning and it's true like they say it is, and I've seen some of the prints, then you can just get that job on the machine,
Yeah.
and get on with it.
So there's another business on ManufacturersHub, Ideas Designs Consultancy, and he actually goes to companies and prints off 3D soft jaws for them. So if you've got a job which needs holding in a vice,
And
go to
that's
the company.
what our printer can do. It can do the
It's
soft
amazing,
jaws.
isn't it? Yeah.
And if you're clever enough, or if you look at the Mark Forged printing, if you look at the site, it will show you examples of the soft jaws that you can print.
Yeah.
The examples are actually on the Mark Forged site,
Oh, right, okay.
so I just thoroughly recommend looking at it, to be fair.
Brilliant. So Smart Tools UK, it's clearly evolving in several directions. Could you walk us through the different avenues you're now exploring to better support your customers and to stay ahead of the curve?
Yes, probably going to get killed for this comment. We've decided to broaden our horizons tooling wise. So where some companies have basically looked at their inventory and reduced their inventory, our company is actually going to expand its inventory. So my accounts department is cut your inventory. We're actually going to invest in inventory. So where we've looked at, a lot of companies have offshored their inventory to, say, for example, some companies have offshored their inventory to Belgium or Holland, etc. Where we're going is we're bringing our inventory to the UK. So you can have your inventory same day, next day, instead of having to wait longer, which a lot of problems have arisen from that. We're trying to also get tooling produced quicker for clients as well. And we're looking to invest hundreds of thousands of pounds in stock. We're trying to make it quicker for people to get their stock, as opposed to what's been going on over the last few years where people have reduced stock, so people have had to wait longer. And we're also looking at the dispensing systems as well, so people have actually got it on hand at the factories and we can turn things around quicker as well. So it's evolving in so many different ways at the moment. So it's a bit of a crazy time, to be fair. I'm juggling a lot of balls at the moment, so it's crazy times, as they say.
Well, no, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well. You've never let me down on cutters, mate. Never let me down on cutters. So any which way you keep pushing it forward, mate, it's only going to benefit the rest of us.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So one of those new ventures is JJ Tools.
Yeah.
So what's the focus on that brand and how has it complemented Smart Tools offerings?
JJ Tools, probably one of the largest ranges to the market of round shank tooling, solid carbide in the world. The product range is over. The brochure says 18. I'm looking sideways. The brochure.
Feel free, mate, bring the brochure into the picture.
The brochure, if you can see that there, is over 18,000 tools in the brochure. But I know for a fact they've probably got over 20,000 tools in their range. It's just that this brochure is over a year old now. So basically they're always evolving. We're hoping to hold a large chunk of what's in there in the UK, which they're a Korean-based company, but their tooling is high-performance tooling. A lot of their tooling covers so many areas of the market. A lot of it's used in Formula One, aerospace, nuclear, you name it. It's used in so many areas of, mold tool market. I could go on all day about it. Plastics, it just covers so many areas of the marketplace, and it's expanding. And it's probably one of our best sellers, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we're also now doing a big agreement with Dormer Promet as well, because Dormer Promet, you can see at the moment they are really investing in their product range. And if you look at the Dormer Promet range, another plug here for Dormer Promet. Basically, they've just brought out this range, and they've expanded on that as well. They've done a brochure for us, very kind of them. But they've just brought out multifunction taps for different materials, and basically they've brought out multifunction drills, and they've really started to go to town on expanding their range with new tool holders, the drills and end mills and taps. And their inserts as well for multi-materials as well. They've really come out of their shell, basically. They went quiet for a few years, but now they're really invested in new technologies. And Dormer went quiet for quite a few years, and now they seem to have really come out of their shell, and their range has gone from that to that. It's really grown in size, so it's quite interesting to see what's coming next, because it seems to be every week something new is arriving, and it's hard to keep up with Dormer at the moment. So it's quite funny, to be fair, to watch.
I mean, we follow them on LinkedIn, so I see it happening.
And some of their products are really good, to be fair. Some of their products are really good.
Have lasted years, like they've not
even... I've still got my Dormer set from when I was like a tool-making apprentice.
Yeah.
And the drills are still in there, right? Some of them haven't been used as much as what others have, but they're a good quality tool back then, so... It's
not great for them, obviously they want you to buy more. I bought them in the first place because of the quality.
I've been impressed so far. So far, I've been very impressed. The quality of the new multifunction taps, which we joke about their new multifunction taps because they cover a large range of materials from aluminium up to stainless steel to titaniums, UN, metric fine, etc. Brilliant range, and it's compared to its competitors, the price range is really good as well. It's really good.
Excellent. So on a separate note, you've been developing your own vending solutions.
Yes.
Am I right saying it's Sequr, the name of it?
Yes, it's been a painful journey.
Yeah, I watched your age a lot through it, John. So how does this system work? What kind of makes you different from the other brands that are on the market? Because there are some other people offering vending machine services. I mean, we've seen some which are like the size of like a food vending machine. So what makes yours stand out different on the marketplace?
I suppose what I'd say we're probably the only dispensing machine market company that can do the swap-in, swap-out technology with a multi-positional drawer, which sounds a bit like jargon, to be fair. So if you imagine it's a drawer with 11 compartments, and basically if you want to pull a drawer out and you're only allowed to take one item, the drawer will only come out one position. So, and then if you want to change the drawer, it will allow you, if you're a supervisor, to take the whole drawer out and then swap it for another one within seconds. It's the only company that can actually do that. We have the patent to that. And the price point, because it's mechanical, it's actually a mechanical system. We didn't go with all the electronics that can fail. It's a cheaper price point than our competitors. Plus it's modular. So you don't have to buy one of these big, massive machines. You can start with a bench top, and I'm going to say it's like Lego, or you can stack it. You can build as you go along. So as you grow as a company, you don't have to buy a big clunky machine. You can stack it, and then another one and another one, and you don't have to spend out loads of money on a big machine. You can just start with the small, and then you can build as you grow. So that's what we designed it for. So you can build from small and then grow as you get bigger and bigger. But you can have them all around the factory, so they can all talk to each other as well. So we've made them, we call them little pods, but so they can all be around the factory, and they can all be different sizes. They can be different drawer sizes inside the machines as well. Yeah. It's quite a lot to explain in a conversation, but when they come to market, they will be tough to beat, to be fair. But it's been a hard journey to do it because we're only a small company, and it's a big. It's I think it works out to be a $30 billion market,
right?
Including medical, including medical. Yeah, industrial's a $10 billion market, I'm being told. So yeah, so we're fighting with the big boys, as they say.
Is this something they buy outright? Is it, or do they rent them?
It's a mixture, to be fair. Some companies buy them outright, some companies rent them. It's a mix. We'll probably do both, to be fair. There'll probably be agreements where people get them for free. If they buy the tool in, they get them for free, to be fair. It depends on the clients and what their needs are, to be honest with you. It has been a tough journey, but we've been approached by certain parties, especially on the medical side, to be fair, for the machines to be in homes. Right. So we've been approached to make smaller ones for home medication. So, yeah. Right. So it's going to broaden out that way as well. So it's been a crazy journey. But like I say, we're only a small company, so my concentration at the moment is mainly the tooling, to be fair. When everyone says, "Oh, John, what are you doing?" It is concentrating on the tooling, but I have got people that are waiting for the machines that are probably going to watch this and say, "John, hurry up and sort the machines out," type thing. So, but we develop the software ourselves as well. So we work with a team. We develop the software, and the software is really intuitive. It's AI enabled, so you can run reports and you can work out your usages. It's also got level tiers of authority, so only certain people can get certain things out of the machine. Yeah. It's quite a clever machine, to be fair. We really, because I was one of the first people in the UK to actually put a dispensing machine into the market in the 90s. Right. So I worked for one of the others years ago, and I actually put a dispensing machine into an aerospace company in the mid to late 90s, and I was one of the first to do it. When I did that, I fell in love with dispensing, to be fair, sad as that sounds.
Is that why you had that lot of jelly beans?
Something like that. Are we going to be talking about jelly beans?
Yeah, I ain't leaving that one.
You're going to ask me that one.
Yeah, don't worry, it's coming up. Don't worry, it's coming up. So, managing tooling availability, it's obviously a big pain for a lot of manufacturers. Mm. What kind of feedback are you getting from clients when they implement vending systems or improve the tool to improve their tool quality? So you get much feedback from them?
I get awful feedback, to be fair. Hardly anyone gives me feedback. I have to fight for feedback, and that's probably the worst. That's the biggest frustration I have with customers. Very few customers come back to me with feedback. And that's probably my biggest frustration, because I want my customers, and this is the honest truth, I want my customers to be the best.
Yeah.
And that probably sounds a bit cheesy, yeah, but I do want my customers to be there in 3, 4, 5, even 10 years. I want them to be the best. I don't care about anyone else's customers. I want my customers to be the best.
Fair dues,
And I
mate.
can't say fairer than that, to be fair.
Yeah.
And if they've got the best tooling, if they don't believe the tools are right, or if they want to improve, then I want them to run the best, to be fair.
So sometimes being quiet as well and not getting feedback is no news is good news. So it might be a case of all your tools are fine with them.
Yes, when the rest of the starts
I
speaking,
do
they start complaining.
But I do make a habit of asking every now and again, and I do push new products to the clients, because I do say, look, there are these new products, and some people go, oh, I'm all right with this, and I'm just like, yeah, but just give it a go. You know, you never know. And I had this with a project a few weeks ago, and it was on stainless steel. And it was a project for a defence contractor, and it was on a stainless steel job, and they were using a 4-flute mill, and we upped it to a 6-flute, and they were like, it's not going to last, it's just not going to last, and it absolutely annihilated it. It just lasted and lasted and lasted, and they were trochoidal milling, and it just kept running and running and running, and I thought, shot myself in the foot here.
Yeah.
I really shot myself in the foot here, because it just kept running. This gut just kept lasted and lasted and lasted. And they're going, oh, we've upped the speeds and feeds, and we've done this and we've done that. I was like, oh, what have I done? But the tool life was amazing. And do you know what they done? They sent me the cutter the other day. Yeah. It was all chipped, they had chips all up here. But they go, cool, it really lasted well. So there you go.
Excellent. So finally looking ahead, what's next for Smart Tools? Are there any other developments or goals or anything else on the horizon which you'd like to tell the viewers about? Do you see any ongoing relationships with ManufacturersHub playing a role in that journey with you?
We're currently, well, with the dispensing, the company that does the software for the dispensing machines, we are talking about collaboration at the moment to do machine monitoring. There's companies out there at the moment that say they're the Fitbit of machine monitoring in the marketplace, but this company takes it to a whole new level, and I mean a whole new level. So it'll be machine monitoring, production planning, you name it, it does it. Basically, yeah. And it's not just something that clamps to a cable either, it's a proper plug-in job as well. And it will plug into pretty much any machine as long as it's got that output. And basically, watch this space. It's a real piece of kit.
I look forward to seeing it.
And it will integrate, it'll be the first product that will actually integrate with the dispensing system as well.
Right.
So it'll be a full digital manufacturing facility.
So what about other companies which are selling software to help companies run better? It'll
integrate with other companies as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because this company is a proper software company, not just some company that buys software. This company actually codes as well.
Right, okay.
So they will be able to integrate.
It sounds interesting.
It's a proper company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, a proper company.
Yeah. not some 5-minute fly-by-night cowboy company.
Are they in UK as well? Or?
They're not.
Oh, okay.
So it's America based in?
No.
No? Oh, right, okay. You're going to keep us guessing in here.
It's Indian.
It's Indian, is it? Right,
Yes,
okay.
But they write software for some of the biggest corporations in the world.
Right.
And some of the biggest names in the world.
Wow. Oh, that could be looking up good there.
That's
couldn't
not
it?
something I can put on.
No, fair dues, mate. We'll be back later for the answer to that, eh?
Yeah, I will tell you later, yes.
So, right.
After
Final
you sign an
question for you.
NDA.
Yeah, you know it. The jelly bean situation. Now,
Oh dear.
I've been noticed.
I didn't bring any today
Right.
because we're all on a healthy kick.
When it comes to jelly beans, there's no such thing as a healthy kit.
I did try Werther's Originals, but I'm sorry about that.
Did you? Yeah, that's just your age, that is, mate.
But the one customer threw them back at me. You know who you are.
Yeah, I just like to say that it wasn't me, and I'm quite frustrated about it. So excellent, John. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us for the podcast?
No, just thanks for doing Manufacturers Hub. It's been a really good journey with you guys so far, to be fair.
Excellent.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You were our first one on board, so I thought it was only right you were the first one to do the podcast.
Can't believe I was the first one on board.
I know. Unbelievable, mate.
You called me there.
I know you 100% I did. I was monitoring the situation.
You
getting
tracked
ready
me.
to jump. Like spider sees like a fly in his web, mate. You were ad. So excellent. Well, thanks for joining us both on this podcast.
That's brilliant.
And we look forward to seeing how your company's progress in the future.
That's great. Appreciate it.
Manufacturers Hub, out. Done. See if it recorded.
Oh my God.